Hello, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever it might be for you. How is everyone today? I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, my sound looks good. Ooh, I am tired today. I had a very busy day yesterday. It was very productive. I got a lot of things done yesterday. But now I'm very tired. Hello, hello. Welcome. How are you today? Hello to Iran. Hello, hello. Good to see you all. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I'm just a bit tired today because of all the things I did yesterday. And also on on Saturday nights, usually we have several people, friends, family come to our house and we play games. So it's a lot of fun, but it usually means that I'm tired on Sundays because I I go to bed very late. Oh, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new here, can you tell us where you're from, where you are joining from? I like to know the different countries where people are from. So I see Bangladesh, Brazil, Iraq. Amazing. I So there's a question on Twitch. Do you drink coffee to help you wake up? I do not. I do not like coffee. I know that's very unusual. I know coffee is very popular for especially the mornings, but I don't drink coffee. I don't like it. I don't like the taste. So I do not drink coffee. Hello to Brazil, Iraq, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Iran. So, the game we are going to play Connections today. We didn't play Connections last Friday because I looked at Friday's Connections and didn't think it was very I didn't think it was very good for a class. So we did not play Connections on Friday. But today we are playing Connections. The Connections is okay today. So we're going to play Connections, learn some vocabulary, and hopefully have some fun. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. You drink 6 cups in a day? 6 cups of coffee? That's crazy. Hello, Miranda. Welcome back. Good to have you here. How are you today? I have a grammar problem and I need your help. Can you be more specific? Because grammar is a big category. Do you have a specific question about grammar? Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Hello, Maria. Welcome back. Oh, and hello to Italy. How are you? I've heard it's very, very warm, very hot in Italy. I've been hearing that for several weeks. Hello, hello. Welcome. Trying my best. I'm glad to hear that, Miranda. I'm glad you're here. Hello to Indonesia. So you're looking for a partner for practice, for like conversation practice? I recommend an app called Hello Talk. Hello Talk is an app, I think it's free, and you can join and you can find native speakers of English who want to learn your native language. And so it's a language exchange. At least that's what it was like when I used the app many years ago. Maybe it's changed since then. You study so morphology and morphemes. So are you interested in linguistics? Because I love linguistics. I think studying languages is so cool. I've never taken a linguistics class, but with my own money, I bought linguistics textbooks so I can learn by myself. I think linguistics is really cool. Question: how do we practice daily? So if you're struggling to find time to practice English in some way, I recommend you try something called habit stacking. Habit stacking is when you take a habit you already do and add a new habit on top of it. You stack it. So, for example, the example I like to use is listening to English while you are brushing your teeth. That's an example of habit stacking. So if you're struggling to find time, I recommend habit stacking. And try it, see if it works for you. Hello, Buzz. I'm doing well today, just tired. Hey, ST3, welcome back. How are you today? You have problems with listening when it's fast? Listening to fast native speakers definitely can be intimidating. I totally understand. I think there are some different ways to practice, but it will take time. I think the number one thing about training your ear is patience, patience and consistency. Those two are tied for first place, I think. I recommend using subtitles to help you with listening. So if a video or if you're watching a TV show or something, watch it first without subtitles. See how much do you understand. Then watch it again with subtitles and check, did I understand correctly? And then watch again without subtitles and try to connect the words and what you're hearing. That would be probably my first piece of advice for that. Hello to Korea. Hello, hello. Welcome. Ooh, I need to catch up on chat. Okay. ChatGPT, definitely, if it's free for you, absolutely try ChatGPT. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Sybil, welcome back. Or Cybel. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name correctly. Apologies. So, Buzz, what to watch? If you're learning English, watch what is interesting to you. I think interest is really important. I think that being interested is more important than finding the correct material, like the correct level. That's my opinion. My opinion. All right, so let's see. Let me catch up on chat real quick, and then we can get into our game. I think there's some good connections today, I think. Oh, I see a comment in Spanish. Okay, wait a second. I think I understand your comment. Like, it's hard to listen when people are speaking in forma contraída. I'm not sure I understand all of your comment in Spanish. I am learning Spanish, but learning. I'm not fluent in Spanish. But I think you're talking about listening when people are speaking maybe quickly. And that is definitely, it's difficult. I understand. Oh, hello. You're from Brazil, but you live in Florida? I also live in Florida. I'm curious what part of Florida you live in. I live in South Florida. So, best way to increase vocabulary. Games like this. That's a great way to increase your vocabulary. Let's see. Let me scan for questions real quick. So, what kind of video to watch? Like I said, videos that are interesting to you. I think finding things that are interesting is the most important. So if you are interested in a specific topic, try to find videos in that topic, because if you are learning English to use English, then a great place to start is by taking in the English that you want to use. Do we have a cat in the chat? I see some meows. I don't know if there is an easy way to acquire English. Easy is like, what does that mean? You know? And I think if you are looking for easy, you're probably going to be disappointed, because learning another language is not really that easy. So, Adam, welcome. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you here. If watching things again bores you, I think that learning is going to be a little harder for you, because I think there are three main things about learning any language: patience, consistency, and repetition. So repetition means again and again and again. So if watching things multiple times is difficult for you, I think it might be a little bit harder to learn, because repetition is a really important part of learning. It's pronounced Cybele. Okay. Cybele. Well, welcome back. So let's see. Let me catch up with chat real quick. I see about 5 books that are in easy English. A lot of the books, it's hard to recommend books for A1, A2, B1. The books I would recommend is Ollie Richard's short stories. That's what I would recommend. Hello to Pakistan. Hello, hello. We are going to play some connections. And reading is absolutely good practice. Absolutely. Reading is fantastic for grammar, vocabulary. Yep. I've heard of Radio Garden. Actually, I have heard of it. Yeah, repetition is a must. Yeah. Yep. Jacksonville. Okay, Jacksonville. I live closer to Miami in South Florida. So, yeah, it's if you're Catalina, welcome back. Yeah, it is difficult. Like, learning a language is difficult. It is. But it can also be fun. That's what I try to do. I try to make English fun. Hello to Brazil. Hello, hello. I don't know the obsession with saying people's names. Like, why? Ugh. So watching the same theme produced by different authors or made by different people so you don't feel bored, that's a really great way to do it. That's a really great way. So you're looking at or listening to the same vocabulary but in different ways. So, love that. Very, very good advice. Well, can you tell me how to pronounce your name? Because if I had to guess, hmm, because we don't really have this type of combination in English. Okay. Hello to Indonesia. I would actually appreciate if you put your pronunciation of your name in the chat. That would be more helpful for me. All right, so let's go ahead and switch to our connections. Okay. So, oh, not Cybele. It's Cybele with a more of an E sound. Cybele. 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 Alrighty, so I'll get it right eventually. Okay. So that's close to how I would have said it. Okay. Akil? 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 Did I say it correctly? You'll have to give me some feedback, like a class. Alrighty, so this is our game for today. So this game is called Connections. And if this is your first time seeing it, the way we play this game is there are 16 words, and we need to find 4 words that connect and connect in some way, usually by meaning. So they have some kind of similar category, or it can also be a connection inside the word itself. So there can be multiple ways. So what I like to do is give you an opportunity to practice your pronunciation. So if you want to practice your reading and your pronunciation, now is a good time because I am going to read all 16 words and I'm going to pause after each word so you can repeat. And I hope you take this opportunity to practice. Thank you so much about my books. Thank you. I'm very happy and proud of my books. Oh, it looks like there's some conversation partners happening here. That's great. Good, good, good. Oh, good. I said it correctly. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh, hello to Brazil. I see a lot of Arabic in the chat. I feel bad because I don't read or speak Arabic. One day I've thought about I've thought about learning Arabic one day. Hello to India. Welcome. So we are going to practice our reading. So here we go. Okay. I'm going to read the word and you can repeat. Seuss, China, Disney, decaf, crumb, Prussian, pepper, where, evil, crypto, pottery, grain, morsel, dray, shred, ceramics. Okay. And I saw some new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. All right, so there are our 16 words. Hello to Spain. And hello to Australia. Wow, you're in Australia. It must be really late where you are. Oh my goodness. Wow. But welcome. Thank you for being here. So let's discuss these words. So first, I see a lot of names here, actually. So we have Seuss, Disney, Dre. These are all names of people. So we'll start with Seuss. I don't know about other countries, but in America, Dr. Seuss is super famous. Very, very famous. Dr. Seuss wrote all of these iconic characters and stories. You're probably familiar with some of them. So, Cat in the Hat, for example, very famous. Horton Hears a Who, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He wrote so many famous stories. So for example, this one, very, very popular movie. But first, it was a book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So Dr. Seuss, very, very famous writer and also artist. So, ignore my test. So we have Dr. Seuss is a famous American writer and artist. And then we also have Disney. So Disney is the last name of, Walt Disney. This guy who created Disney World, Disneyland, the Disney production studio. So Disney is responsible for a lot of movies. So here are some of the famous Disney movies. Oh, A Bug's Life. I should watch that again. So Disney is a person and a company. So, oh, I'm sorry. There's some questions about pronunciation. I'm sorry. So this word is pronounced ceramics. So this first C is an S sound. Ceramics. Hello, welcome in. Welcome. The software I'm using right now, I use Meld Studio for streaming. It's free. It's better, I think, than OBS. Welcome to our new subscriber. Welcome. Oh, another one. My goodness. Welcome. So yes, these two words, there's a question about pronunciation. Oh, no, sorry. No more. What? Oh, it thinks that it should be that. It shouldn't be. Yes. Where. Same pronunciation. Yep. Very, very good ear. Good afternoon. So, Adams, you're thinking Seuss, Disney, Dre, and Shred. So Shred is a person from Ninja Turtles? I don't know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I am not very familiar. So maybe Seuss, Dre, Disney, Shred, and you're thinking maybe like people, possibly. Hello to Sudan. Hello to Bangladesh. Yeah, Disney also has Disney Plus for streaming all of their movies. Yep. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome. Hello to Bangladesh. So Shred. Hold on. You said Shred. Shredder. Oh, okay. Fictional supervillain. Okay, my one question here. Okay, they're all people. However, these three are real people, and this one is fictional. So I wonder if but is there another person? Well, okay. What about these three? All of these have something in common. These are all names that also have doctor. Dr. Seuss, Dr. Dre, Dr. Pepper. So Dr. Pepper is a soda. A type of soda. This is my husband's favorite soda. My husband absolutely loves Dr. Pepper. Specifically, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. My husband loves this. I also like Dr. Pepper. It's good. So I wonder if, so another one of these might be, isn't there a Dr. Evil? Wait a second. Isn't that a thing? Oh my gosh. It's Austin Powers. Oh dear. So oh goodness. Oh, Miranda, what's morsel? I think this might be, I think that's my current guess. A morsel is a small piece of something, usually food. Doesn't have to be food, but usually. So for example, these are sometimes called chocolate morsels because it's such a small piece. So a morsel is just a small piece of something. All right, so the soda tastes like so yeah, some people don't like Dr. Pepper. It's very that's very true. So ST3, I think you might be onto something. Yes, morsel crumb morsel crumb grain, and maybe shred. A shred of something can be like a small piece of something. Like, I'll very often hear, oh, welcome to our new subscriber. Welcome. I always hear shred grain. Shred can be, okay, so shred can be a verb, and which means to rip a big piece of something. You rip or cut or make it into smaller pieces, usually long, thin pieces. So something like this. So for example, shredded chicken. Like this. This is shredded chicken. But then there's also shredded cheese. So you can see the similar shape. So we would also say a shred of something would be a small piece of something. I often hear a shred of evidence. When I hear shred, I usually also hear it with the word evidence. So, oh, like you don't have a shred of evidence, for example. So evidence is like proof that something is true. You don't have Dr. Pepper in Taiwan. I know Dr. Pepper is difficult to find in other countries. One of my students from Poland visited visited me here in the US, and we introduced him to Dr. Pepper soda, and he loved it. But when he went back to Poland, he could not find it anywhere. I think he eventually found some. But yeah, Dr. Pepper, I think, is difficult to find in other countries. Ah, so morsel in Portuguese. Okay. Interesting. Ah, that's a good point about like to shred. Oh, wait a second. Oh, hey, Andrew. Good to have you here. That's a good point about to shred can also be, would we call it slang? I don't know if that's necessarily slang. It can also be, yeah, to, what's a good way to describe it? When you are on something like a skateboard. Now, here's the thing, and maybe Andrew, you can tell me or tell us. Is it specific for skateboards? Like, I have heard of this when you are riding on a skateboard. We can use shred in that way. Just because, mostly yes. Okay. This one is hard to explain because I'm not very familiar with it. So, okay. Shred. So to do cool moves on a skateboard. Okay. So what was your original sentence? Shredding it up at the skate park. Okay. So that's newer to me. So thank you for the example. There's also, yeah, in shreds, shredding bread. Usually we would say like you're tearing bread. I bet you can also shred it. There's also a machine called a shredder. This type of machine here, it rips or tears or shreds paper into these small, thin pieces. So it can be a small piece, it can be an action. Or it doesn't have to be paper. There's also usually paper into small pieces. So these four, I think, probably go together because They are all small pieces. A crumb is usually a small piece of food. It's a little different from a morsel because a crumb is usually something that comes off of a bigger piece that usually doesn't get eaten. Not always. You can have breadcrumbs, for example, for like chicken. Welcome to our new subscriber. Welcome. Oh, Adam, you have sarsaparilla, also known as root beer. I love root beer. I know not everyone likes root beer. I really like it. Some people think it tastes like a pain relief patch. Fantastic. Vivon, welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Hello to Japan. Ah, yes, shredding on a guitar. I've heard of that one too. That's a good point as well. So there's a lot of different meanings of shred. So let's try this. Nice. Okay. Particle. So a particle is a piece of something. All right. So we have our first category. I want to return to the doctors because I think this is also a connection. Dr. Seuss, Dr. Dre. So Dr. Seuss is a writer. Dr. Dre is a rapper, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, I believe he is a rapper. American rapper. I don't know anything else about him. Then there's Dr. Pepper. So we're going to put, you know what? We're going to put this in quotes because Dr. Pepper is, I believe, a real person, actually. But it's more famously the name of a brand. So a soda brand. And then Dr. Evil is a character from Austin Powers. Okay, let's try it. I think this is something. Nice. I don't have my confetti. All right. So we have, so DR is short for doctor. Doctor. All right. Miranda has a guess. Pottery and ceramics. So we have pottery, ceramics. I wonder then maybe China and where might go with that. Just because China is also a type of pottery. So, whoops. Here we go. This we would call China. So not just the country. Yes, exactly. So where might go with this because I think this is a word like where is something you can, oh my goodness, I cannot think. I cannot think this morning. Let's take a look at our dictionary. That can help. Okay. Products of art or craft. This is what I was thinking of. No, sorry. This is what I was thinking of right here. Articles or pieces such as pottery or dishes of fired clay. So fired clay meaning when you take clay, wet clay, and put it in like an oven and it becomes hard. So where is often attached to to another word to describe a piece, a product made of that material. So it can also be other things. So for example, I don't know why it has to be phrased that way. There's also like, it can be a product in general, something that you sell. So Adam, you have a lot of ceramics in your house, or like specifically china? Andrew, exactly. I would like to look at your wares. Exactly. So it can be a product in general. I'm going to borrow your example. So something you are selling or something being sold. But it can also be so attached to usually an adjective, another word, usually a material, to describe something made with that material. Not the clearest way I've ever described something. So, for example, glassware. That would be pieces made of glass, usually a finished piece. So not just small pieces of glass, but like something like that. Glassware. So I think these four probably go together. Ceramics, let's take a look at ceramics. So my understanding is that ceramics is pretty much anything made with clay. I had a ceramics class in high school. It was actually very nice. So a Chinese type vase or something like that. Got you. Okay. Hello, welcome. Hello, Taku, welcome back. You had drinks with your coworkers? I hope that was fun. It's good to relax with your coworkers. I hope it was a lot of fun. Yes. Akil, yes. Kitchenware. Exactly. So I think these might go together. Let's try and see what happens. Nice. So fired objects. So fired meaning put into a fire, or in this case, put into a hot place like an oven that's usually fueled by fire. So that means that these four go together, but how? Any guesses? Disney, Prussian, decaf, crypto. What? Okay. All right. Let's think about this. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you join us again next time. Thank you for being here. ST3, something maybe about a cafe? Because it's so if we think about, all right, Disney is a person and a company. Prussian, you know what? Let's come back to that one. Decaf describes something that does not have caffeine. It's been decaffeinated. And it's usually something that usually has caffeine. So, for example, decaf coffee. So that would be coffee without caffeine. So caffeine is the ingredient, we'll say, that gives you that boost of energy. So if coffee does not have that, then you just have the taste of coffee, but not the effect of coffee. So decaf. There's also decaf teas as well. Now, so Adam, when it comes to soda, what's interesting is that I don't usually see the word decaf with soda. Usually with soda, I usually see caffeine free. So it should also be decaf, I think. But I don't usually hear decaf soda. It's usually caffeine free soda. That could just be my experience. It might be different for different people. So, yes, exactly. I will have a decaf, please. Exactly. Yeah. If you are ordering in a coffee shop or something like that, you could always ask, like, oh, is this coffee decaf? Like, does it have caffeine? And then crypto is a type of, it's a type of digital currency. So how do these go together? What? Good distinction. Good distinction, Andrew. So the reason why these are different, that's a good point. That's a really good point. So decaf meaning that caffeine was removed, caffeine free meaning it was never added. I like that. I like that distinction. Because it wasn't added. So crypto is a type of digital currency. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about it or anything, to be honest. So Disney, Prussian, decaf, crypto. So I've played connections quite a bit. Sometimes when 4 words seem really random, it could be that they share a common compound. So kind of like the doctors, like they all shared the same second part. But I'm not sure that applies here. It could also be something that is inside the word. Connections likes to do that sometimes, where the whole word is not a connection, just one piece of it, a morsel of it, if you will. So that could be what's happening here. So if we look inside the word itself, what do you guys think? Parts of the leg? They all end in leg part. Wait a second. They all end in leg parts. This is so like Connections to do something like this. This is so typical. Prussian, like a shin. Okay. Decaf. Crypto. Okay. All right. Okay. I think this might be the connection. So, okay, to explain. Remember I said that connections can sometimes be inside the word. So, not the whole word, just a piece of the word. And one piece is connected to one piece in each word. So here, ending in parts of the leg. Ending meaning the end of each word. So I highlighted, or I bolded these. Let me highlight them. So ending in parts of the leg. So this, it's not spelled the same way. That's another thing. It sounds pretty much the same, but the spelling is different. I don't think I like this connection. So let's take a look. The knee is the part of the leg where it bends. This right here is the knee. This right here is the knee. So where your leg bends in the middle, that's your knee. This is your knee. So that's one part. So that's knee. The shin, like a shin guard, shingles, this part. So the shin, where's a good picture? Yeah, it's like the front part of the lower leg below the knee. Yeah, something like this. There we go. These are your shins. So you have the knee, then you have the shin. The calf is like the back part. So the calf, I'll specify leg. So these are your calves, is the back. Those are your calves. So one calf, two calves. Like this. And ignore the L. We don't pronounce the L. So we would say calf, calves. And then toe. Toe. Little toesies. A toe. So, yeah, these are parts of the leg. Okay. Well, let's ending with homophones of parts of the leg. So we talked about homophones several weeks ago in a live. So a homophone is two words, or words in general, words that sound the same but are spelled differently or have different meanings. Homophones. So we talked about these several weeks ago. So oh, this connection. Yeah, see? Listen, Adam, I understand. I have the same feeling. Huh? What? So an example of a homophone, we saw one earlier. Someone mentioned where and where. This is an example of a homophone. So different spelling, but same sound, same pronunciation. That's a homophone. So like here, the ending of each of these words sounds like the word that's part of the leg. Bruh. It's a bit crazy. Exactly. Exactly, Adam. 2 and 2. C and C. Exactly. They sound the same, but different. They're different words. They are different words. So, yeah, Miranda, it's crazy, right? It's a bit crazy. But we did it. We did it. This one was a bit crazy, but you know, the purple categories are usually the hardest. So the purple category is usually last because it's the hardest. So, and we still learned new things. So don't feel bad. We still learned some new things. Right. Hi, Abigail. You guys are watching me. You didn't have anything better to do on a Sunday morning. So flower and flower, perfect example. Yep. 2 different words, but they sound the same. New and new. Absolutely. Tail and tail. Exactly, Miranda. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, ST3, you saw. I hope you can find a shop like that. A shop where you can go and paint pottery. I talked about this in my birthday video. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I hope you have a place like that in Milan. It's a lot of fun. Oh, that's an interesting expression, to toe the line. So, like a homophone of toe would be like to tow a car, different spelling. So, these are all homophones. So, there were multiple layers in this final category, but we did it. We did it. We figured it out. Raphael in the chat. Well done. Very, very well done. So let's go back here. It's already been over an hour. My goodness. Time flies. Crazy, crazy. Well, I hope you all learned something new today. The best thing to do Sunday morning is play this game. I agree. It is really fun. Sometimes it's ridiculous, but it's also very fun. Yeah. So to tow a car. So to tow a car is actually, let me show you. Let's say you're driving your car and your car breaks down and you can't drive it. Well, then you call a tow truck. This is a tow truck. And when, there we go. When you put your car on a tow truck because the car cannot drive, like it's not working, the tow truck takes it where it needs to go. So that's to tow a car. So, my car has been towed a few times. My poor car. My car is better now, though. Has new tires, new battery. But my poor car has been towed several times. Oh, yeah. Alter and alter. That's a good one as well. Alter. Different spelling, different meaning, but same sound. Yep. I think it's a little ridiculous that English does this, but oh well. It does it. So thank you all so much for joining. I hope you learned something new today. I hope it was fun for you. I always enjoy playing connections with you all. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And we should be here again on Friday. But if you are a member of my YouTube channel, then you can see me on Wednesday. I have private live streams scheduled for Wednesdays, but it's for members only. It's private. So, thank you all so much for being here. I hope to see you on Friday, or if you are a member, I'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. So take care of yourselves. Have a great week. And see you on Friday. Take care. Bye, guys.